young people? What does all the young dudes want to be? What do they call it? What do they call it? Yeah, what is the thing for, huh? Exactly. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. That's a curse. To be a YN is a curse according to the Bible. You want to know why? Because God said. So watch this. Give me 2 Ezra 5 and 8. Bring it out. 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. Because we were not taught who we are. Because we were not taught that we are God's chosen people. It's a curse. Now we kill each other in the streets. Now we glorify murder and gang violence. Hey, Deshaun, a YN is a curse according to the Bible. That's how we know that we God's people. Watch this read.
The book of 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
There's a confusion going on right now. Read.
And much fire shall be thrown. Read. And the wild beasts shall move away. And mistress women.
So it says mistress women. This is those single mothers, because guess what? The fathers is not in the household. My dad, I didn't grow up with my daddy in the house. We relate to the same thing. Why is it that we don't know each other, but our community relate to the exact same thing? Hey, real quick, because he's making a very, very good point. Remember, he said the generational curses, right? And I'm sorry, your name is Deshaun, right? What was your name? Devin. All right, Deshaun and Devin. So remember, he said generational curses. So right now, he's showing you in the Bible curses that identify who the black people are today. They are the Israelites, God's chosen people. That's the point that he's showing you. So he said we went into slavery on slave ships. No other nation went into slavery on slave ships. So the Bible's already letting us know, okay, if you went into slavery on slave ships, this Bible is talking about you. This Bible is talking about you, so we further prove it. So watch this, I'm gonna show you something. Before, you said, watch this, read that again real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So who caused us to go into slavery on ships?
I'm not sure.
Read it again.
God.
Yeah, read it, watch.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So God is the one that caused us to go into slavery on ships. But before that, he said if we keep his commandment, if we did not keep his commandments, what was going to happen?
Bring it out.
Remember, he said who's going to be cursed, right? So that's a curse for not keeping God's commandments. So I'm going to show you something. So if God is the one that caused us to go into slavery, he's the one that caused us to be oppressed, that caused us to get our backs beat, the worst living condition, the smartest, but we getting the worst jobs, the worst schooling. Is if God is causing this, who's the one that's going to be able to change it around? Us, but by doing what? Obeying God, right? So watch, give me Lamentations 4:17 real quick. So why is it that they tell us that we need to go and vote for the president, the next president? Why is it tell us, they say, get out and vote. If you don't like your conditions, y'all ever heard the phrase, go back to Africa? They say that, right? Oh, if you don't like it here, go back to Africa, right? Why is it that they doing that to us? Because they understand and they know who we are, but we don't know who we are. Watch this, read.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17.
They know that we are here because we broke God's commandments and we have to turn back to God. But they want to keep our mind so caught up and so stuck into this system and this society that we'll never go back to God. We'll never find the black Messiah. Jesus Christ is not a white man. When you read the Bible, that image right there on the end is the description that you will read of Jesus Christ. We're going to get it. Watch this. I'm going to show you. We're going to get it. But let me show you this first. Read.
Verse 17. As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help.
We done had a black president, and what did he do for our people? Absolutely nothing. We still getting killed in the streets. We still in the same conditions, the same society, same living conditions that we've been in, right? Before that, read. It's gotten even worse. Read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We're waiting and watching for a nation that cannot save us.
Right.
What nation is it that we look to save us? What nation? America, right? And who is that? What race? What race is running America?
White.
White people, right? That's Bible. It says we are watching God's people. It's looking for everybody outside of God. The only way we find God is by coming back to God as the Israelites, God's chosen people.
Right.
We got to keep his commandments. Give me Isaiah 52 and verse 3. Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 3, because guess what? We went into captivity. Why? We went into slavery. Why? We just said it. Huh?
God wanted us to.
God, no, why, but why did God say we had to go into slavery? We disobeyed his commandments, right? So we can't go vote. We can't go band together, get all of our money together, and make our situation better. We got to turn back to God. Watch what the Bible says.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 52, and verse 3. For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught.
We sold ourselves for naught. We didn't sell out. When we went into slavery, did we get paid for that? We ain't even got reparations to this day. So God said, you sold yourself for nothing. Read.
And ye shall be redeemed without money.
Guess what? Nobody's gonna come and buy us. No, there's no amount of money. I don't care if you're a billionaire, because guess what? Jay-Z's a billionaire.
Right?
Kanye West's a billionaire.
Right.
Oprah's a billionaire. But guess what? They're not doing anything to save us. They cannot save us. Why? Because God said there's no money that's gonna save us. We gotta come back to God and keep his commandments. We are the greatest people on this earth. We are God's chosen people.
Right.
You are God, brother.
Right.
David, you are God on this earth. Deshaun, you are God on this earth. Psalms 83, real quick. Psalms 82 and 6. Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. Because I'm saying this, brother, and it's making you smile, but I'm not just saying it for no reason.
Bring it out.
Best believe when we teach and when we speak out of this Bible, when we speak, it ain't our words, it's out of this Bible.
That's
Watch
right.
this, read this.
The book of Psalms.
God's people, we are God's people. Watch this, read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82, and verse 6. I have said, ye are God.
Ye are gods. This is what the Bible is saying about God. Is saying this about his people. He said, we are what?
Ye are God.
We are the gods of this earth, brother. We are God's chosen people. We got to come back to our rightful place. But only how are we going to do that if we don't know who we are?
Right.
How are we going to do that if we serving this damn devil right here?
Right.
If you go to any church, guess what? They're going to have this image, but that's nowhere in the Bible. We're going to show you what Jesus Christ looks like out of the Bible. Give me that. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. Because guess what? We've been lied to, bro. You probably never, you probably said you was Christian. Yeah, I believe in God. But you ain't really take it serious because you ain't never been taught the real way. You never been taught as it is written. Little bro, you never been taught that Jesus Christ was a black man, have you? You never knew that, right? You have to read it out of the Bible. Read it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
What is the revelation? It's to reveal. So it's about to reveal Jesus Christ. Read.
Verse 14.
Give me verse 12.
Verse 12. And I turned to see the voice.
So he said he turned to see the voice. So he's about to look. He's going to look. John is about to look with his own two eyes and see Jesus the Christ. Read.
That spake with me.
Read.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
To the point.
Verse 14.
Watch this, y'all.
And his head and his hairs were white like wool.
It said his hairs on his hair were white like wool. You put your hand on your head. You put your hand on your head. You put your hand on your head. You're going to feel woolly textured hair. Watch this. Watch this. Read it again.
And his hairs.
Bro, hey, bro, come listen. This is Jesus Christ, the black Messiah. Read.
And his head and his hairs
Hold on, little bro.
were white like wool.
His hairs was like wool, just like yours, little bro. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet.
So if you look at your feet, if you take your shoe off and look at your feet, and you look at your feet, and you look at your feet, you're going to see the same color as the rest of your body. Read.
Like unto fine brass.
Jesus Christ's feet was fine, the color of fine brass. What color is that? What color is brass? Brass. Brown, right? Brown, look at your skin. That's the color of brass. Read.
Right? As if they were burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. So he was a very dark-skinned man. Jesus Christ was a black man according to the Bible.
Right.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Real quick, because we have to show y'all this. Because the pastor's been lying to y'all.
Right.
Your grandma, your mamas, your grandpas, your uncles, everybody been miseducated and miseducating everybody else. But we're going to get it to you as it is written. Deshaun, listen to this, bro. Watch this. Because hey, little bro, would you consider yourself a so-called black boy, black man? Yeah, African American? Huh? Watch this. We're gonna, listen, right here. Hey, Deshaun, Devin, y'all said y'all was from the tribe of Judah, right? Huh? The American blacks, right? Your dad's American black. That would be the tribe of Judah today. Watch this. Let's get the color of Judah. Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
So it says Judah is in mourning right now. We the ones getting shot, killed in the streets.
Right.
We looking for a white. We need a savior. Read.
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
The tribe of Judah is black. Listen, brothers. Y'all from the tribe of Judah. Listen, we are gods on this earth. We are God's chosen people. So what must we do? We must come back to God and keep His commandments. We must understand that we are God's chosen people. Because guess what? Right now, you said you're a freshman in what? College, high school? What about you? What about you? Middle school, 8th grade? What grade? 6th, 7th? 8th. So right now, what is culture pushing?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ blessed. Deacon Abiel in the building. Listen, subscribe to IUIC Oklahoma YouTube page. We got a lot more content coming out. We got the captains, we got the officers about to drop some fire. Stay tuned and don't forget, fix your faces on IUIC Oklahoma. Stay tuned with the latest and greatest content that we got coming out. All praise be to the Most High God. Shalom.
To the young people, what does all the young dudes want to be? What do they call it? What do they call it? Yeah, what is the thing for, huh? Exactly. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. That's a curse. To be a YN is a curse according to the Bible. You want to know why? Because God said. So watch this. Give me 2 Ezra 5 and 8. 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. Because we were not taught who we are. Because we were not taught that we are God's chosen people. It's a curse. Now we kill each other in the streets. Now we glorify murder and gang violence. Hey, Deshaun, a YN is a curse according to the Bible. That's how we know that we're God's people. Watch this read.
The book of 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
There's a confusion going on right now. Read.
And much fire shall be thrown.
Read.
And the wild beasts shall move away. And mistress women.
So it says mistress women. This is those single mothers, because guess what? The fathers is not in the household. My dad, I didn't grow up with my daddy in the house. We relate to the same thing. Why is it that we don't know each other, but our community relate to the exact same thing? It says mistress women, women that have not been taught, women that cannot raise a child by themselves, right? It says they're gonna do what?
And mistress women shall bring forth monsters.
And mistress women shall bring forth monsters. Why? Is the little niggas that want to run around, and I got the extendo. I got the Glock with the extendo on it, right? With the banana clip, they make it cool, right? But it's not cool because guess what? We teenagers, right? 14, 15-year-old taking another teenager's life. Ain't even started living yet, don't even know what it's like, ain't even been outside the state, outside the country. Don't even know what it's like to be a man. And we glorifying that, and they put that in our music. We are the cursed people because we're not keeping God's commandments. Give me children on their persons, Isaiah 3 and 12. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. Watch this, but I'm telling y'all, this is written in the Bible for us to know, let's not do this. Come out of this. Come back to God as God's on this earth.
Right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people,
as for God's people, watch this.
Children are their oppressors.
Children are the oppressors. Why is God's people's children oppressing them? How? Huh?
What does it mean? What's oppressing?
Oppress meaning making it hard, causing harm, making things bad. You worry about getting robbed, getting killed. somebody stealing from you. You know what I'm saying? That's an oppression thing. That's what's happening. All of the young niggas, all of the of our community is gang violence, right? And they the ones that we got to worry about, right? We have to worry about getting our car broken into. We got to worry about hiding our chains. We got to worry about somebody taking our money, right? We got to worry about, oh, he might have a gun on him. They shoot at the party, right? We got to worry about that. God says, our people, the children of the oppressors, is letting us know these YNs, these gangbangers, this is what's going on right now. God says we are not supposed to be doing this. Why? Because we're the greatest people on this earth. So listen, as God's chosen people, we must keep his commandments. Y'all, let me see, what, 15, 16 years old? As a 15, 16-year-old, what are you going to do to make your life better, to change your situation? What can you do?
Get good grades in school, get some money.
Good grades in school, get some money, right? What you say?
Alright, good grades, go to college.
Huh?
Good grades and go to college.
Okay, so you get good grades and you go to college, then what? That means your life is good? Because from what I hear and from what I see, you get good grades, you go to college, and you leave with a lot of debt, right? So is your life better at that point? Even if you make money, is your life better? Because you still got to worry about the environment that you live in, right? So how do you change that? I'm going to show you. Read. 40.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 40. Behold, I have longed after my precepts. Quicken me in thy righteousness.
So listen, we have to get into this Bible, and the Bible is going to heal us. Watch, give me the part. Give me the scripture. How should a man cleanse his way? How should a man cleanse his way? Is that verse 20? 25? And 25. Watch this real quick. Because it's only one way. If we don't come back to God, guess what? We're going to be stuck in the generational curses. We're going to be stuck in the cycle. You gotta get home? Okay, let me give you, I'm gonna leave you with two more just so that you know, okay, this is what we gotta do, right? Read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 9. Wherewith shall a young man cleanse his way?
So how should a young man cleanse his way? How should we break these generational curses, Read?
By taking heed thereto, according to thy word.
We gotta take heed according to the word. So today we learned that Jesus Christ is black, right?
Right.
We learned that we're God's chosen people, right? The people that went into slavery on slave ships are God's chosen people. We learned that, hey, we can't be out here being a YN, right? So it said taking heed to the word. Now give me Deuteronomy 10. Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. Read this real quick. Because I gotta leave y'all with this information, because if not, then you're gonna be responsible. Now God is gonna hold you accountable for not making that righteous, the proper change, the righteous change. So watch Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. Read that. Because if we don't keep God's commandments, guess what? That black man right there on that end, he gonna come back and he's gonna kill everybody who's not keeping his commandment. So we spreading the love. We in all of the streets. We out the country. We in Africa, Europe, South America, Central America, Mexico. We all over in Europe, bro. We all over the world teaching this people to our people that's scattered abroad.
Right.
We're teaching them because they have not been taught. We all been lied to. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So you Israelites from the tribe of Judah, what does God require of you? That's what he's getting to right now. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Fear the Lord thy God.
To walk in all his ways.
Walk in all of his ways. So we find his ways in his Bible. Watch this.
And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Read. Now this is what we wanted to get to right here. Read.
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes.
So we have to keep God's commandments and his statutes. So guess what? Today's the Sabbath day. We're not supposed to be working, buying, selling, cooking, right? We're supposed to be keeping the Sabbath. So basically they say you go to church on Sundays. That's a lie.
Right.
The Bible says the Sabbath day, the seventh day of the week, is the day that we're supposed to fellowship and come together, right? So we're not supposed to be lusting after our women commit adultery. We can't steal. We can't rob. We can't be in the Christian church with a cross on. You know, all of those, these are commandments, and y'all got to listen to them. Because if not, you won't get salvation. You won't make it to the kingdom of heaven without keeping God's commandments.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.